Hey, what's up, Bright FX Soon here for Logo Factory Studio. Today I will show you how to create a colorful and cool Instagram logo animation inside After Effects. Let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and import the Instagram logo. So I used Illustrator to kind of, do a little bit of design of the Instagram logo so we can just have the, everything um, pretty much easy to work with, right? So I would say composition. We're going to be using the import kind composition, right? We say layer size. I'll bring it everything in. I would double click on this, then we have it. So we're going to be working with 5 seconds, right? So we end this, then we trim come to work area, right? So now I'm gonna uh, switch off all this. Then I'm gonna start working with this cycle background. So the animation from the bottom to top, it kind of pops out from the bottom. So I actually used expression on that. In case you're not familiar with expression and a little bit of JavaScript, I'm gonna put it in the description so you can just copy that and apply it. So I have my expressions here. So so the cycle background expression, I'm gonna do a little bit of explanation, right? So I'm gonna copy this, then I'm going to open the position property, right, in transform property and the position values and parameters. Then I'll hold an option on Alt on the Windows and click on the stopwatch. I will paste this. So you see, it's gonna come from the bottom and upwards, right? So I'm gonna move this up. Then it has an initial value, right, of uh, the y here, right? So if I switch off the expression value of y, right, then it has a source time. It's using our source time, right, or timeline or composition time. Then it has delay 1.5, frequency 8, then the value of x, which is this one, right, x and y, right? So value, so you use the 0 to select this one, then 1 to select this one. Then I did a little equation here with the trig functions, right? The math cos and math exponential, right? Um, then we have the initial value times the math, then then at the end of everything, below we added the x to retain the default value that we have, right? Then we added y. So we play this, then we have it upwards, right? So the next thing I'm gonna do is to uh, click on this one, the cycle, the middle cycle. So it's gonna bounce, scale bounce, right? The cycle medium, I'm gonna use the pick whip to link it to our cycle background. We're using this as a parent layer for every other layer above it, right? So I'm gonna come to here, 20, I'll bring it over here. Then I'll select, click on the S key. Then it's going to bring up the scale property. Then I will select this expression. Don't worry, I'm going to put the expression in the description. So I'm going to click on this, on the stopwatch. I'm going to paste, right? Then when we play this, then we have it, right? So the next thing I'm gonna do is our rectangle, this one. Then I'm gonna parent it to the cycle background, right? So as soon as I parent it, it's gonna move with our main parent, which is the cycle. Remember I said I'm gonna parent every layer above it to the cycle background, right? So I'm gonna move forward 2 seconds, right? Forward, I'm gonna bring it here. So I'm going to right click and say create shapes from vector layer. So I will toggle this down, then I'm gonna animate the stroke I'm gonna use the property of trim to path. So we could just trim it from uh, we're using the n parameter, then we do this. I'm going to change the value to 0 and click on the keyframe, right? So I'm going to move forward here. Then I'm going to add this, make it 100, then click everything. So I will select both of the keyframe and say easy, right? So I'll click on this. Why I'm clicking on this, so I can see this in the graph editor, right? So I click on this so I can see on the graph editor. So I right click on this. This is on edit speed graph, right? So I'll select this one and then move it backwards, right? So now when I play on this, I'm gonna have a smooth, it's gonna come out smoothly, right? So the next thing we're gonna do is to come to the cycle small, right? The cycle small. So I'll bring it over here a little bit. Uh, this is looking good. So I'm gonna parent the cycle small to the cycle background. So we can just have everything follow the cycle background, which is the parent. Now I'm gonna move forward to, I'm just looking for the right point in our timeline to, gonna bring it over here a little bit. Okay, here should do. Then I will gonna swipe, then copy this expression, right? Then I'm gonna click on X on our keyboard, then I will click on this to add a keyframe. So I'll stopwatch to add a keyframe, right? So we did a slight change. As you can see, the cycle medium and the cycle small have the same expression. So, but what we did was to adjust the delay variable, this one, and the frequency. So here is 2, 6, here is 8, 1.5. So now I'm gonna close all this one, then play this. Right, we're good. So the next thing I'm gonna do is to duplicate this cycle background. Duplicate it 3 times. I'm gonna go 3 frames forward. Right, so I'm gonna click on this. Okay, this one. Then go 3 frames forward. So 3 of them, 3 frame forward, each of them, right? So like so. Though what I'm going to do is to add an effect to each of them, which is go to effect, generate fill. So I'm gonna click on the color picker and select this. I'll come to this next one and to effect, click on the fill, then select this one, then come to the last one, click on fill and select this. So now as I play this, then we have it. You can also select everything and add motion blur to the layers, right? So it adds a little bit motion blur to create more, make it more real, right?